Uh, this new format, I sometimes have difficulties concentrating making a video, especially when there's outside noise that you can hear, whether that be a car, a bum in the alley, the airplane, helicopter, police siren, people talking. I gotta realize I gotta stop caring, like, about a lot of things, about people's opinions, their thoughts of me, their thoughts of other things, what they do. I gotta only focus on myself, my environment, necessities, and my dreams, my hopes and desires, right? So, focus on these things. And one thing I've been focusing on is being creative recently. I did not make this, but I built it from a set that was given to me by someone long ago. I no longer speak to this person, but I had that box and I never did anything with that Lego set until yesterday, in which I constructed Pikachu. Pika. And there he is, little Pikachu. I think it's cute. So I have Pikachu right here on top of my grinder to be displayed, and I like it. That wasn't the only kind of creative thing I did. I was at the library with drenched socks and shoes and cold feet, and that's because in SoCal it doesn't rain a lot, and our roads and sidewalks tend to flood, and I was ill prepared for it and suffered the consequences of having cold, drenched feet. And I was in the library and I took off my shoes and my socks and I was making that. But as I let them, kind of dry, I made something in one of the art events in the library. Not barefoot, of course. I put on the socks and shoes again. And this is called embroiderment, but in Spanish I think it's repajado. What it is you imprint an image on a sheet of foil or metal. Some did gold, silver, copper, bronze, aluminum, but like hard, like thick aluminum. So this is what I did with that. I had a skull. I did a skull too, but I didn't like the way it came out compared to my rose. I think my rose is much more beautiful, elegant. This is what it looks in the back. And the thing is, where you see the lines, the spaces in the lines, you would have to press those up so that those things can pop out. So you'll see the line, and then you see the petal having kind of like a shape, right? Not sure if you can see or you can tell, but if you were in person, you can feel the lines of the petals and the petals having like shape. So yeah, that's what I've learned and that's what I've made, and it was relaxing. It was helpful for like me mentally, because I've been stressed about money. Yes, what everybody's stressing about, money. Yes, fucking everything's what it all downs about money. One of the big stressors of life. And I'm like, I didn't work at all last week. I recently looked for jobs last night and I look kind of bleak. I'm gonna do some job hunting today and apply on some sites. This Thanksgiving, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a full Thanksgiving. I think I might just have mashed potatoes, stuffing, and ham. Mashed potatoes, ham, and stuffing is what I think I'm gonna get. And what's the date? Oh, it's the 16th. Ugh. I gotta be careful. I'm looking at all of my info right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. Well, now I'm just more motivated to be more creative, and not only that, just to work harder on things. The job market's kind of ass, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to work around that. I might use ChatGPT to rework my resume and change it to appeal to certain different types of works. But I'm gonna have to switch work, have two jobs, and start educating myself more on other things. Cause I don't have a savings account. I have another thing, and so far it's good. I've made money from what I've done, but at the same time, you know, things take time to grow in value in these certain environments, and I don't have time. Well, I do have time because I'm young, but at the same time, I don't have time. Everything's moving so fast these days. It's kind of insane how fast things are going. I'm talking about like technology, people, jobs, culture. Like every year, I feel like there's some like new celebrity or something, or like some new flashy thing, or like every few months there's like a war or a conflict, international disruptance, a tragedy of some sort, natural disasters. I mean, those things are common, but the other things aren't. Natural disasters are common, like earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, tornadoes sometimes, but I mean, sometimes not. I guess also people can say global warming. That's up to debate, apparently. I'm not sure either. I feel like the earth has a cycle of its own, and But yeah, just a lot of things keep going, making life feel going fast. Especially, I'm not sure how it is in other places, but this is how it feels like in like where I'm at in LA, in the United States, and I'm just like, this country is moving so fast sometimes. You know, when I think about it, when I started growing up, we started having school shootings. And then now it's just so common to a point where it's like not even a surprise. It doesn't have the same shock value as it did back when it started. And you can say the same thing for a lot of things. So I'm just kind of just surprised about how things are moving so fast. And things feel so different. Maybe that's another thing that stresses me out too, how things feel like it's going fast and I don't feel like I'm catching up. Or I should be running, and instead I'm here taking my time. I'm not doing much with what I have. I don't really know what to do too. But life goes on, as they say, and so I will I. So I think I'll just do some job hunting today. I'm gonna read and write and try to be creative. You know, every step towards that is a steps to me being myself more again. You know, I'm a creative person, I know that. So why don't I be more creative every day I can? You know, be more me. And try my best to not care about what others think and do and focus on. Because, you know, that's them and not me. And I don't need to care about what they do or who does this or what they say or how they think or how they feel. Unless they care about what I feel, then, you know, that's something different. But that's if that happens. I like that Pikachu. I think the Pikachu looks nice. It's like Pika Pika. You know, it looks like oh shit. Looks like it's like a jumping into the light. But yeah, I'm feeling good though. I think I just need to work on using my time better, time management. I think I also need to work on my finances and planning things out. And I'm just gonna have to write things more down because, like I said in my other video, I don't feel like I'm using my head as well as I can, my brain. The gears haven't been turning as well as they were. They're not clean, they're not oiled or lubricated, they're not calibrated. My brain is off-centered. You know, when I was homeless, it was like just tunnel vision, like get the apartment. And then now it's just non-stop thinking, and I just kept going in a loop of thoughts and feelings and ideas and stuff, and never doing anything and just staying still and stagnant, and it has produced no growth, and now it's just downhill, uphill, and nothing stable. So I'm gonna have to like really do different things to really change this around. And I can't accept how things are going to turn out or will be. I don't want to. I reject it. And yeah, and everybody has their vices. There's things I can not do. But many people do things despite their inflictions, addictions, and other things that may seem disabling or inhibiting, but they seem to have worked well and function and gather great things and done great things and create great things. So I cannot see this as an excuse. To be creative, you had to create. And I had to create. Create what? Who knows? But I'm gonna create something every day. Something different. Or just something, you know? Whether it be in writing, in video, in drawing, building something. I have to be creative. Cooking can be creative too. I just have to be creative. I can't not do something. That's kind of bad on my end. Puts me in a poor position. Can't be in a poor position. I'm gonna have to really work hard and to really focus and be driven again. Gonna have to motivate myself and motivate and change things seriously, because I don't want to accept how things are. I don't want to get comfortable. I don't want to stay complicit. I want better, and I want to feel better, and I'm feeling good, and I am doing better, but I'm not doing the best, and not doing the most, and I'm not doing what I can do. And I know, and I feel it, and I talk myself out of things every day, and it's like, makes no sense why I let the voices in my head, like, dictate things. And I'm smarter than that, I'm better than that, and I know that, and they have so much power, and I don't understand why. But maybe sharing these thoughts and posting on this video on YouTube is gonna help me have some clarity. Or at least make me feel better or comfortable about it. Or something. Either way, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Just gotta do something. And this being it, so be it. But I think I'm grateful for what I've had. I'm doing better than most. I'm grateful. Am I doing the best? No. Am I dying? No. Am I homeless? No. Do I have my 4 limbs? Yes. Am I have a body? Yes. Able to walk, talk, breathe, and see and hear and taste? Yes. So I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Just, I guess, struggling to feel stable, secure, and solid is what I'm struggling with. And I give up on that. It's hard to feel comfortable with oneself and one's identity, and having to find or make your identity is kind of a struggle, because you need a foundation. And where do you found yourself? What is a foundation of someone? And I'm like, my principles, what I believe, what I believe in who I am, and what the world is or isn't or should or shouldn't be. Right? That sounds like a good video for something. Another video. A foundation. Oh yeah, foundation. I think that sounds nice. And I got ash on my seat. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a video. Bye.